Hey guys, this is Funker, um, and I would like to show you my ingenious, well, I like to think so, fishing transport method in BDO. It is a bit more complicated and spendy than the the normal way of getting fish over to Valencia. Um, Usually you would kind of fish from here to here and just fish all the hot spots all the way up and just sort of ride to Valencia, or you dock your boat, ride your horse, you know, kind of the cut and paste method. But I don't like to do it that way. I like to stay around Euphoria, fish all the hot spots up into up around here. Up around here, there's some coal can spots right here. It's really nice. And fill my inventory. I haven't been doing it lately, but totally full of fish. Just completely. Just all 100, as much as I can fit in there. Usually I have some stuff up here, so it ends up being like 180, 170 something, right? Fish. And then I take this character, whichever character I'm fishing on. I go to Euphoria's bank and I fill the bank with the fish, right? And then after I fill my bank with my fish that I've been fishing, I switch over to one of my two fishing transport characters, my fish transport characters, right? Which are these two. These two characters have 100, they have basically full inventory slots, or next to, right? So I take that character that's already at Portaferia, which is kind of doing something right now, but usually they're both at Euphoria, and I go to the bank that I filled with my main, and I fill this character with the fish, right? And then I take this character after I've filled the inventory with all the fish, and I server transport it to Shakatu, right? Which takes an hour. The benefit of doing this is that you can fish, you can go right back to fishing on your main while this character is transporting to Shakatu, right? So basically, it's non-stop, it's 100% active fishing with no downsides. You're either fishing or you're directly riding your character from Shakatu, which, you know, I mean, it's kind of part of the normal method anyways, but, you know, from Shakatu to Valencia through Iris Canyon, basically. Because once the character gets all the way up to Shakatu, you gotta ride your fastest horse from there to Valencia, right? And you're gonna want to park your fastest horse in Shakatu to ride to Valencia. So basically, it's just 100% active fishing with that little trip right there. But the thing you're gonna want to do in Valencia though is also, and this is why I call it the 4-character fishing method, which is kind of self-explanatory, you know, because you got your main fisher, you got your two transferred characters, right, and then you got your trading character. Which it's a good idea to have one designated character for trading anyways. That is always in Valencia. Remember that, okay? If you're into life skills, that is important. Okay, some people who are much more knowledgeable in life skilling than me don't like to do that just because, you know, they do their own thing, which, you know, but this is important. For anyone who does not care about embles, life skill and embles. For anyone who does not care about life skill embles on their main character, this is always a good idea to have a character in Valencia that always has the desert trading buff waiting for your fish, right? I'm going to hop off this character because I don't want to expend trading buff time. But basically, that's what you do. You fish up the let's see. Yeah, this is the map, right? This is Euphoria. Fish up your shit, right? Bank it in Euphoria, right? Transport it over to Shakatu, right? Once that character gets there, you go to the stable in Shakatu that you already have your fast horse in, ride up through Iris Canyon to Valencia, drop off all the fish in Valencia, right? Go to your trading character, get all the fish from the bank into your trading character's inventory, trade it in for max price, and really it's on you at that point whether you want to wait for the max price of the fish, or if you want to just try to find a 130 channel and just dump it all in at once, because it's time versus profit at that point. And that's the thing, you can maximize the trade-in value of the fish while you can maximize the trading value of the fish, and it will literally take no extra time, because after you get the fish in your trading character and you're right next to the trade manager anyways, you're clear to take your transport character back to Shakatu, right? And server transport it back to Euphoria anyways. So at that point, you're fishing here, and then you're swapping from there to your trade character, and kind of server hopping for the best price of the fish, if you want to do that. If you don't, then just dump it all in the trade manager and get less profit, because you don't want to deal with it. And it's just kind of what I usually do anyways. But I mean, you can maximize profit if you want to. But that's it, basically. It's after you get your fish all the way there, dump it all in the bank, trade character or whatever. Like I was saying before, take the trade character back to Shakatu, server transport it back, and it's kind of just a cycle, right? And if you're really fast with your fishing, which is almost impossible, but you know, it could happen. While that character is transporting back, you could be sending another inventory load of fish the other way, and it's just kind of a cycle, right? So that's my fishing method. It's been working really well since I started it about like 6 months ago, and I haven't really told that many people about it, but it's pretty much one of the most complicated fishing transport methods in the game, if not the most, and definitely one of the most effective. It is really nice because it's just nice because you don't have to worry about taking your fish all the way to Valencia every fucking time and then missing out on fishing while you're doing that, right? So it's pretty nice. And plus all these fish in Euphoria, you know, you get the distance bonus instead of having to deal with less price on your fish, you know, if you're going up here. The one thing I will say about this is that it takes a lot of money to get the inventory slots for 4 characters. It's nice if you already have the inventory slots for your main and your life skill character, which a lot of people do, but an extra 2 characters is a dick load of money. Plus the bank slots for Portaferia and Valencia, you kind of have to have those to almost max as well. You actually have to have a little more just because you're usually harboring some items in there anyways, you know. So yeah, it takes a lot more money than a lot of other things I've done in the game, but I don't really care about where my money goes. I'm weird. So it's worth it for me. It's been worth it for me. It's been really nice. So, and I like fishing. So if you like fishing and you don't care about money, then yeah. Yeah, just leave comments below of what you think I or we, whoever tries this method out, could do to, improve it, or make it, tweak it a little bit, make it better, and yeah, happy fishing.